Hello gang, Geezer here. I'd like to say it's the next morning, but it's the next morning 2 or 3 days later from when I cut this up. But I had some rain and something come up I had to go do. It took almost a whole day. You know how it goes. So at any rate, it's a nice day. It ain't supposed to rain today, so it'll probably be a downpour. But it's about 65 out here this morning. So we're going to see if we can get all this split up and throw it in the trailer. And if it's early enough and it goes well enough, we may pull another one down, cut it up, and split it too. So we'll just see how it goes. But I got the splitter warmed up, so we should be ready to go. Well, hello gang, Geezer here. This is the day after I was splitting that big pine yesterday, and as luck would have it, my battery ran down on my camera and ran out, and I wasn't paying attention, and I went up and I thought I had a backup battery, but I didn't, so I will have come Wednesday, but I didn't have yesterday, so got everything all charged up. Yesterday I split up that big pine and a couple other little things, and I had this trailer full, and I brought it up here and started unloading it. So that's all I got left there. That's all scrubbed. And the third bin down there is pretty full, and the first bin here is pretty full, a little bit of room in each, and the scrub bin's got a lot of room. So all that stuff in the trailer today, I'm going to put in the scrub bin and get the trailer emptied out. And it's been raining all morning. It's a little afternoon now, first time I come out. Got my inside chores done. It's been raining. Got about 3/4 of an inch. So it is what it is, but I could have done this even in the rain, but this is Sunday. I got Sunday chores. Got to do the laundry. Got to do the Hoover. Sorry, old dog, don't quit shedding, so you got to Hoover for sure every Sunday, sometimes again on Tuesday or Wednesday. But let's got to do what we got to do. So now we'll see if we can get the rest of this wood out of here and get it in the bin here. Have it ready for winter, and then we'll see where we go from there. And then if it gets dry, tomorrow's supposed to be rainy and stormy all day, so I don't know how much I'll get done outside tomorrow. But I want to get out into the wood yard and work on that big maple that's down out there. And I got a new chainsaw to try out. I got a new 440 came yesterday. I like 440s. They work good for me, not too heavy, and they cut good. Husqvarna 440s. And up until this year, they were selling for $299, which was okay. And this year they jumped up to $329. So I bet there'll be $350 next year. But at any rate, there was one on Amazon renewal. It was listed at $249. So that was almost $100 savings. So I was eyeballing it, but I didn't order it. I waited. And sure enough, this week, it dropped down another $40 to $209. So that's over $100 savings. So of course I had to order it. Now, you know, with renewed products, you take a risk, but with Amazon renewed, you got 90 days you can send it back. 90 days, 3 months. So, my experience with a chainsaw is limited, but my experience is if I can go out there and cut wood with it for a week, it's going to be okay. So, I need to get 4 or 5 days out in the woods with it, make sure it's all right. If it ain't, I'll send it back. Easy peasy. So, there's some risk with renewed, but when you got a 90-day return window, and for those of you that's ever returned anything from Amazon, you know, it's pretty easy. Fill it out, take it to the UPS store and drop it off, and by the time you get home, you already got your credit back. I don't know how to do that. They count, as soon as UPS logs it into their system, Amazon counts as the return complete, so pretty easy. So whenever I got a return, I just run it into town, drop it off at the UPS store, all done. Problem with scrub, it's about 5 million little pieces, takes time. Ain't hard work, just takes time. But when you're retired, that's your biggest commodity, time. I reckon, as I've said before, every day is Saturday to me. Can't tell the days apart sometimes. I got one of them atomic clocks. So when in doubt, I can look at that. It gives me the date and day. Tuesday, whatever it is. Today should say Sunday, July the 30th. Oh. Sometimes in the summer I do lose track of days. I get up early. I'm having a whole week of good weather. Get up early, have my coffee, check out the news, pack my little cooler thingy full of drinks and food, and head out to the woods and start cutting and hauling or whatever I got to do. Do that every day. And after a few days, I don't even know what day it is no more. Don't care, you know. Just go out and do. Stay away from people. It's usually only one person I see out in the woods, and he's a good guy, my neighbor. Never see anybody else out there. If I did, probably wouldn't be a good thing. Shouldn't be nobody out there. Might see a bear. We got reports of several bears in the area. Even the rangers up at the state park up the road about 6 miles said they'd seen bears. And one of the state lands around here said the bears are staying in the area because they got the same bears on the same trail camera pictures 2 years in a row. So they're hanging around. And as mild as the last few winters been, I'm wondering if they even bother to hibernate anymore around here. So, black bears aren't too bad of a threat. Your normal activities and noises will make them run away. The only time you might get into trouble if you happen to stumble between the mama and her cub, or cubs as the case may be. That could cause you some issues. But under normal conditions, just doing whatever you're doing and the noise you're making in the woods, the black bears are going to go the other way. They don't want nothing to do with us. We got a lot of sorry old coyotes around here, but you don't see them often during the day. Now and then, but never close by. They're usually like the deer. You see them, just the tail running off. Turkeys now, we got a boatload of turkeys around here. Dog and I was walking one day, and we rounded a bend, and there was a flock of about 30 turkeys there. I was trying to count them as fast as I could while I was leaving, and I had got up to like 28 or 27, something like that, and they was flying everywhere. So there was 30 or more in that group. And then there's one female turkey hangs around here. I see her back there a lot, back in the woods. Just her. She's never with a group. Once in a while you see her in the spring, she's got babies, but she ain't part of a flock or nothing. I don't know what's the deal with her. Some kind of outcast. She must have voted wrong some election somewhere. Got thrown out of her flock. She don't seem to go far. It's always around here. If I go out early in the morning, she's usually out there by the camp getting the corn that comes out of the feeder about 7:30. She's learned when she hears that feeder come on, she's there gonna get that corn. So she ain't no dummy. So I don't know why she's a loner. Maybe she's like me. Maybe she don't like the crowd. Maybe she reckons them other turkeys are stupid. Leave her alone. I'm happier out here by myself. Uh-oh, got a piece stuck under my arm here. Saved it. Just about done. I thought sure this camera I got came with a spare battery, but apparently it did not. I got one ordered to be here Tuesday or Wednesday. Whatever I said earlier. It's only $19, so. Thursday, August the 4th, I got my 6-week follow-up for my ACDF surgery. So we'll see how that is. I've been having some issues with it this week, but I think my issues are ENT, ear, nose, and throat related, because I'm having a lot of drainage and stuff again, and I got this ongoing ENT issues. I'm seeing this new doctor down at UC Health in Cincinnati, but like every other ENT doctor, I've seen 3 or 4 of them now. They say, man, they always tell me, says, man, I don't understand why you have your symptoms. He says, just don't make no sense. He said, everything that would cause that, you ain't got. So I'm going to send you to see this other guy. And then the other guys must be go through the same regimens, trying the same pills the other guy does. Hey, well, I tried them with him. Oh, well, you know, I want to do them. We got to do them for 2 months, 1 month, 6 weeks, whatever. So same thing every time. Try the same stuff over and over again. I keep telling them it don't work, but they always got to try it. So in the meantime, I live with a sore throat and earache. But this ENT now that I'm seeing down at UC Health, I got an email, 2 emails from him yesterday and today. I got one from him at 8 o'clock this morning. Sunday morning, I got an email from him about what he wants to do. Because he had me try them pills from just that the other doctor had me on. I told him, said, don't work. So, well, I want to try them for 2 months. He said, sometimes they take 2 months to kick in, really be effective. I said, yeah, right. I've been trying them for a couple of years. Ain't none of it worked. So I emailed him Friday or so, Thursday, whenever it was, Wednesday maybe. Say, hey, 2 months is up, it ain't worked. What's plan B? So he said, well, I think we should try increasing the medicine to 40 milligrams. I emailed him back, said the ones I'm taking now is 40 milligrams, didn't work. Next. So they're going to pre-certify. And he told me about this on an earlier visit, but so he wants to do, he's going to get it pre-certified through Medicare and all that junk, because you know how they are. But there's some nerves in the back of your nose that cause drainage, and you know, from allergies and stuff in the air and whatever. So he's going to get it pre-certified, and then he's going to go in there and freeze them. He said, usually if you go and freeze them nerves, then all your drainage issues are done. So we'll see. Will it work? I don't know. Can't be too bad a procedure. It's an outpatient thing. They do it right in the office, so don't have to have a driver, none of that junk. Just go in there and get it done, go home. So the only problem is, for me, to get it done, I got to go to Westchester. That's a 2-hour drive. And you go through the outskirts of Cincinnati there and around on the loop. And what a pain in the neck. Traffic drives me crazy. But got to do what I got to do. But he was nice enough, my last office visit, when he said, I want to try that medicines for 2 months, blah, blah, blah. He was nice enough. He said, well, since you got a 2-hour drive to get here, let's not schedule for another appointment. Just call me or email me in 2 months. Let me know how it's going. And if it ain't going well, then I'll know I'm barking up the wrong tree and we'll do the freeze thing. It's okay. So that saved me a trip. That's pretty good. And he answered, which really surprised me. He's supposed to be some big cheese. Besides being a big shot ENT, he's also a professor at the college or something. All kind of stuff, so. But then he got a second email from him this morning, Sunday morning he emailed me, so who knew? I emailed him, I replied to him on Friday evening and he emailed me back on Sunday morning. I was surprised he even checked his emails over the weekend from work. But, so I'll give him credit for that. So we'll get that set up, get that done, see how it goes. So I don't care what you do, as long as it stops this stupid drainage. So we'll see. But as past doctors will tell you, I get weird stuff, and the causes are unknown sometimes. I don't know why I got what I got, how I got it. I had a Ludwig's angina once, spent a week in intensive care. When I got done, the ENT surgeon told me, he says, I know what you got. I ain't got a clue how you got it. So, well, there you go, story of my life. But, might be, that all might be caused by 20 years in the military and 20 years in the machine shop, way back before we knew what was toxic and what wasn't. And shoot, we used to wash our greasy tools in a bucket of naphtha, smoking a cigarette at the same time drinking coffee. Never thought nothing of it. We should probably have a fit now if they caught somebody doing that. But at any rate, we got the trailer unloaded, got all the scrub in here. So, the weather breaks, we get out there and start working on that big old maple. Get it cut up and hauled up to the wood yard. Maybe get some of the smaller stuff cut up, brought in here. Get these last two bays, put in a little bit more and a little bit more here in the scrub. So, you know what to do. Poke the buttons if you please. Like, subscribe. The little dingy ding thing, the belly thingy, that'll tell you when I post a new video, which is usually noon at Fridays. And unless something happens with my ACDF, then I post an extra. But I might post an extra when I get that new saw. I want to try and get it gassed up, oiled up, and chain stuff put on today, and then be ready to go as soon as the weather breaks. It's supposed to be stormy and rainy all day tomorrow, so maybe not tomorrow, maybe Tuesday, whatever. But I can at least get it in here under roof running, see how it runs. So, okay, till the next time. This is the geezer saying, see ya.